Hello yogis, welcome back to another yoga practice. My name is Naomi and today we are going to work on awakening the heart. Now the heart is something that I've been working on lately, and there are quite some things you can do to connect with your heart, to open the heart, besides just doing yoga. So before we start, I want to give you some tips you can try to awaken the heart. Now, chakras are easily influenced, so even if you just think about open my heart or open my heart chakra, it already opens. So you're done. You don't have to do the video. No, there are some other things you can do is, for example, wear green. Surround yourself with green, maybe at home, in your environment as well. Go out in nature. Also really helpful. You can eat green vegetables. You can also try to connect with your heart. So there might be some emotions coming up when you do that. But if you keep going in, if you keep trying, you're going to purge those emotions, and then you will be able to connect with your heart easier. You can also try to be more open with your emotions to yourself and to the people around you. And also practice self-love. There are many ways to practice self-love. So anything you feel called to do, maybe doing yoga is an act of self-love, and that will help open your heart chakra. Now you can also use crystals like rose quartz, for example, and you can also use essential oils like rose, melissa, chamomile, and eucalyptus. So today I'm going to use the essential oil eucalyptus. If you have an essential oil, then it's nice to add to your practice. And if you don't have an essential oil, just pretend you can smell the essential oil through the video. For this practice, you might need a block for our last posture, but if you don't have a block, you can also use a blanket as well. And we are not going to do too much today, just really some nice stretches to awaken your heart. So that was a lot, and let's get into the video. First, we are going to apply the essential oil. If you don't have an essential oil, skip it. You can apply 1 or 2 drops on your chest around your heart area. So you can just rub it on your heart area. And then you can set your essential oil aside, and you might want to inhale the essential oil through your hands a few times, or put a few drops in your diffuser if you have that. And set your intention for this practice to open your heart. Or maybe you repeat your mantra for this practice. My heart is open. So let's get started. You can lay down in child's pose. So come on your knees, bring the knees a little bit wider, then bring the big toes together. Let your hips sink down to the heels. Reach the arms out in front of you and place your forehead on the ground. And just feel into your body here. Make any adjustments. Try to relax your body. And just tune in to yourself. How are you feeling? Maybe you can bring your attention to your heart already. And if you can, try to keep that focus on your heart area during the postures today. You can take a deep breath in and out. And then slowly walk the hands back up. And then we are going to move in thread the needle. So you can come on your hands and on your knees. We have done these postures before, but we're going to do them again because they feel really good and they open the heart. So breathe in, reach the right arm up and look up, open your chest. And on your out breath, you can pull the right arm all the way through the left
and place your shoulder and your head on the floor. You can choose to stretch your left arm above your head. I personally like this option the most, but you can also rest your left arm on your lower back or just place your hand in front of your face on the mat. So we are going to stay here for about 1.5 minutes, maybe 2. So the heart also governs your arms. So we are working here on your arms, your shoulders, and your upper back. Your heart also governs your lymphatic system, your lungs, and your thymus gland as well. Just breathe. If I don't say anything, just bring your focus inside. And you can take a deep breath in. And on your out breath, place your left hand on the floor and come back. Place both hands back below the shoulders. And then you can switch to the other side. So breathe in and lift the left arm up. Look up, open your chest. And then pull your left arm all the way through the right and place your shoulder and head on the floor. Then you can choose your options. Reach the right arm above your head or rest your arm again on your lower back. You might feel different on the other side. So if you don't feel a lot in this posture, then reach your left arm a little bit further. Open up your chest and look up under your arm. And that will increase the stretch in your upper back, but only if it feels okay. Make sure the knees are still stacked below the hips. And if you need an option for this one, you can also do this posture in a child's pose. So then the hips are close to the heels, and then you can do the posture like this. Try to keep your focus on your heart. Imagine it opens. Where can you soften in your body just a little bit more? And slowly breathe in. And on your out breath, you can place the right hand on the mat and slowly come back. From here, we are moving into melting heart or heart to earth pose. So the knees are still stacked below the hips, very important here. Then reach the arms out to the front. And then melt your heart down to the floor. Place your forehead on the floor. If you have space, place your chin on the floor. Also, we're going to stay here for about 2 minutes. If you feel a lot in your shoulders, you can open the arms a little bit wider. Another practice you can do for opening your heart is to imagine breathing in and out through the heart. As if you are receiving and giving. So on your inhale, you receive, and on your exhale, you give.
Keep breathing from the heart. And let any emotion that comes up be there. Give it your unconditional presence. Then take a deep breath in and out. And slowly bring yourself up, and then you can lay down on your belly. So lower the hips down. We are going to rest a few seconds in your Makarasana, your crocodile pose. So place the hands on top of each other. Let your cheek rest on the hands and bring the big toes together. And just a few breaths here. Relax your spine. And then we are moving into a cobra pose. We're going to do this cobra pose 3 times, and you don't have to do too much. So the feet are hip width apart and the hands are below your shoulders. Bring those elbows into your ribs and rotate your shoulders down the ears. Then first place your forehead on the floor and create space in your body. So we are fluently going to move into a cobra pose. So breathe in, open your chest and look up. So keep the hips on the floor. Make sure the elbows are still in. And on your out breath, lower down. Create space. Breathe in, lift up, cobra pose. Don't do too much, just slowly waking up your spine and opening up your chest. And breathe out, fall down. And breathe in, keep that space and length in the body. And breathe out and fall down. Okay. From here you can move your body to the left side of your yoga mat. And you can stretch the right arm out in line with your shoulder. We are moving into a shoulder rollover. It's one of my favorite postures. So you can bring the weight on the right side of your body. And then bend the left knee. And then place your foot behind your right leg. But some of you might not be here. So if that's the case, just keep the legs together, then you're there. So you might want to rest your left arm on your lower back, or just keep it in front of you. And if you have space, you can also place both feet on the floor, and you might be there if you're really flexible. And if you want even more, you can also interlace the fingers if you can reach there. But stay comfortable in the posture, do not push yourself. Keep your focus on your heart. Try to not lose connection to it.
even if uncomfortable emotions come up. Keep breathing from the heart. On your inhale, you receive love. On your exhale, you send out love. Breathe in. And on your out breath, you can stretch the legs and then slowly roll back onto your belly and relax the right shoulder.
And from here you can bring the weight of your body on the right side of your mat. Then reach the left arm out to the side and then roll on your left side. And then you can place your right foot behind the left leg again if you have the space, or just keep the leg straight and then you're there. And if you have more space, maybe place both feet on the floor. Choose whatever option that feels good. And then when you are comfortable in your posture, bring your awareness back to your heart. If you feel uncomfortable emotions coming up when connecting to your heart, it is so easy to distract yourself and just focus on something else. So that's why I'm guiding you to keep your attention there. Where can you bring softness in the body? Where can you relax just a little more? And slowly breathe in. And on your out breath, you can stretch the legs out and then lay it back on your belly and rest in your Makarasana. So you can bring the big toes together, place the hands on top of each other, and this time place your right cheek on the hands to switch. And just relax here for a moment. Slowly breathe in and out. And then from here we are moving into your half bridge pose, so you can lay down on your back. When you are laying down, you can bend your knees and place the feet on the floor. Place the arms by your side. You might want to touch your ankles or heels with your fingertips, and then push your feet in the floor. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Maybe rotate your shoulders below your chest. Lift the hips up and push your chest towards your chin. And breathe towards your belly. Push your heels in the floor. If you feel tension in your knees, then you can rotate your toes out to the side. Breathe in, lift the hips a little bit higher. Breathe out and slowly roll yourself back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in, lift the hips up. And this time a little bit faster, slowly roll down. 1 more time, breathe in, lift the hips up. And slowly roll down. Okay. Ready for our last posture? We are moving into reclining butterfly. So you can use a block or a blanket if you have one, if you want to. And you can place your block below the shoulder blades. And then you can place your head on the floor and bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees fall down to the side. So if this is too much, if it's too much to work on your hips and your spine at the same time, you can remove your prop from your back, but a blanket might also be less high. So if you roll it up, place it below your shoulder blades, then it's also really nice. So that is your option for this last posture. So we are here opening the hips and opening your chest. So we are reaching our heart to the sky. If you feel too much tension in your hips or in your knees, you can support the knees with some pillows. Keep breathing from your heart, in and out. It might also help to visualize a green light or vortex around the heart, rotating clockwise. And maybe that can help enhance your visualization of your heart awakening. It's also really helpful to connect to your heart whenever you need to make a decision, when you're not sure about something, you can always tune in. On your inhale, you receive love. On your exhale, you give love. If you feel really comfortable in this posture, you can stay here longer. In Yin Yoga, you can stay here for up to 5 minutes. But if you are ready, you can bring the knees back together. Remove your prop from your back. Then lay down on your back for a moment and relax your spine and bring your spine back to a neutral position. And you can choose to stay here just a little bit longer and let your body sink into the floor. Feel the weight of your body on the floor. And maybe you give yourself just a little bit more presence in Shavasana. And if you are ready, you can slowly bring yourself up. And then you can come back into a cross-legged position. So yogis, I hope you enjoyed this heart awakening practice. Let me know in the comments if you liked it, and if you liked it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also know that these tips that I gave you at the beginning of this practice and during the postures, that you can apply them into your daily life as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, and then I will see you in my next video. From my heart to yours, breathe in and breathe out. Namaste.